Most accounts of this life begin in a manger, focused on a census and a star. But this narrative skips the earthly birth entirely. It opens before time, before space, and before the universe existed. Into a state of absolute suffocating darkness, a single spark violently tears through the void. The author calls this the Logos, the Word. This initiates a struggle that drives the entire narrative, a clash between the world above, a dimension of light and truth, and the world below, defined by darkness and lies. The invasion is now physical. The Creator steps across the threshold to inhabit the world he made. The battleground for this cosmic intrusion is first-century Judea, a volatile, dusty province under Roman occupation. We can trace these radical claims back to the ancient world through physical evidence. This fragment of papyrus, known as P52, is the oldest surviving copy of the text, confirming that the story of the Word becoming flesh was circulating in the decades following the events. But the narrative identifies a recurring problem. The people of the world below are spiritually blind. They are unable to process the light and actively work to suppress it. This creates the Gospel's central tension. Ordinary humans walk alongside a divine reality, yet they remain incapable of perceiving the being standing in front of them. The author uses this blindness to create moments of profound irony. Characters repeatedly apply flat, earthly logic to multidimensional, cosmic statements. When the religious leader Nicodemus is told he must be born again from above, he interprets the command literally, asking how a grown man could possibly return to his mother's womb. Later, a Samaritan woman at a well confuses an offer of eternal, living water for a regular supply that would simply save her the chore of hauling heavy jars from the spring. These recurring misunderstandings are designed to break the reader's earthly assumptions, forcing an awakening to the reality of the world above. The text describes miracles as semia, signs. These are purposeful events where the Logos actively reorganizes melting physical matter. The first sign takes place in the village of Cana. By transforming water into wine at a wedding, the Logos demonstrates authority over the material world, offering a symbol of abundance. The signs escalate in power, eventually leading to a dark, rock-hewn tomb. After 4 days in the grave, a man named Lazarus is called back to life by a single command. The resurrection of Lazarus provides the evidence for the author's primary claim. The light holds total mastery over physical decay. The physical signs were only the beginning. The subsequent claims forced a crisis within the local religious leadership, calling the very identity of God into question. 7 times the text uses ego eimi, I am, connecting Jesus to divine attributes: bread, light, door, shepherd, resurrection, way, and vine. Moving past metaphors, he makes the absolute claim: before Abraham was, I am, applying God's sacred name to himself. This staggering assertion leaves no middle ground. It presents the religious authorities and the viewer with a final ultimatum: either worship the Creator or eliminate a blasphemer. As the conflict reaches its peak, the narrative takes an unexpected turn. Jesus announces that his physical mission is ending, leaving his followers to face the dark world alone. He introduces the Paraclete, a distinct personal presence that serves as a supernatural surrogate for his own physical body. The Paraclete fills a dual legal role in this cosmic struggle. To the followers, it acts as a defense attorney. To the world, it acts as a prosecutor, proving the guilt of those who rejected the light. The arrival of this advocate ensures that the absent Jesus remains permanently and actively present among his people. Near the conclusion of the narrative, the author addresses the audience directly. He explains that these specific signs were recorded so that the reader might believe, and through believing, have life. The pre-existent Logos, the reality-bending signs, and the coming of the advocate are the components of a legal argument designed to lead to that single conclusion. The evidence has been presented. You can remain in the shadows of the world below or step fully into the blinding expanse of the light.